The Amazon jungle breathes, an inhale of morning mist, an exhale of humid, life-filled air. It is a world unto itself, a colossal organism teeming with 1 billion interconnected lives. Every rustle of a leaf, every distant cry, is a word in its ancient language. If you learn to listen, to truly quiet your own world and tune into this one, the jungle tells its stories, and the oldest, most persistent stories belong to the river. For centuries, whispers have slithered through the dense, steamy air, passed down from one generation to the next. They are carried on the currents of the mighty Amazon, a force that both gives life and takes it away. These are not simple tales. They are warnings, echoes of a primal power dwelling in the deep. They speak of a creature beyond the scope of modern imagination. A serpent so immense, it is said its shadow could swallow the sky. The indigenous peoples of the basin have a name for this entity, the Yakumama, the mother of the water. In their cosmology, it is no mere animal, but a primordial spirit. A river god whose movements are said to carve the very course of the tributaries, shaping the land with its colossal body. The Yakumama is a creator, ensuring the river's bounty, but also a destroyer, a force of nature demanding respect. To them, it is a guardian both feared and revered, a reminder that humanity is not the dominant power here. But to the outside world, to the scientists who began to map this vast unknown, these accounts were dismissed as myth. A legend as murky and impenetrable as the jungle itself. For decades, explorers ventured into the Amazon's green heart. They returned with incredible stories, documenting a biodiversity that staggered the imagination. Caimans the size of small boats, jaguars that moved like shadows, a million other wonders. Yet the giant Anaconda, the Yakumama of legend, remained elusive, a ghost in the water. The evidence was always tantalizingly incomplete. Blurry photographs, vague accounts of a colossal shape moving beneath a canoe, fleeting sightings at dusk that could be a log, a shadow, or something else entirely. The question echoed through the years. Was the Yakumama a real undiscovered species? Or was it merely a phantom, born of light, shadow, and the profound power of the Amazon itself? So, what exactly is an anaconda? Let's get into it. The anaconda is one of the most powerful predators on Earth. Specifically, the green anaconda, Eunectes murinus, the good swimmer. They aren't venomous, they don't need to be. They are constrictors, living hydraulic power, perfectly adapted for water, eyes on top, nostrils on top. Breathe and see while the body hides, apex of a watery food chain. They eat what they can overpower. Fish, turtles, birds, even mammals. Ambush. Patience for days, then an explosion of speed. As apex predators, they help keep the ecosystem in balance. Their legend? Size. Heaviest of all snakes. Stories claim 50 feet, verified giants reach 22, still massive. Could something even larger be hidden in the Amazon? To enter the Amazon is to step into another dimension, a world operating on a different timescale, governed by ancient rhythms. It is a realm of staggering biodiversity where millions of species live and die, many still unknown to science. It is vast, alive, and profoundly dangerous. Down on the forest floor, the air is thick with the scent of damp earth. Filtered light paints the undergrowth in an ethereal glow, but this beauty is deceptive. The unceasing chorus of hidden creatures is the jungle's constant, unnerving heartbeat, a symphony where beauty and danger are two sides of the same leaf. But the true mysteries lie in its waters. The rivers are its veins, but their murky depths hide a world unseen. Below the placid surface, where sunlight struggles to penetrate, another world watches and waits, a realm of shadows home to creatures of myth. This is the world that has consumed Dr. Eris Thorne. A brilliant but stubborn cryptozoologist, he's dedicated his life to pursuing giants, creatures blurring the line between biology and folklore. For years, he's chased whispers, but now, something is different. Credible local reports have aligned with satellite hotspots, suggesting something immense is moving through an unexplored waterway. This is the culmination of a life's work. He isn't alone. With him is Mateo, a river-born guide who reads the currents like a language, and Lena, a former combat medic and his most trusted researcher, providing the calm hand needed when pressure is at its peak. Their expedition begins where all roads end. For 2 weeks they push upriver, battling treacherous rapids by day, and the unnerving cacophony of the jungle from their hammocks at night. The stories that brought them here converged on one location: isolated blackwater lagoons, home to a legend the locals call Yaku Mama, Mother of the Water. As they enter the narrow channel, the world goes silent. The water turns the color of black tea. The air grows heavy. Then, they see it. A chamber of mirrors, 3 lagoons sealed by jungle walls. This is the heart of the legend. Methodically, they set their stage, cameras above and below. As twilight descends, all they can do is wait. Would the jungle reveal its greatest secret? Days passed in vigilant silence. Bird's-eye patterns, life moving, but no colossal snake. Only darkness and the curious. Doubt crept in. The jungle keeps its secrets. Then, on day 4, something. A long, faint S-shaped wake, crossing the lagoon with purpose. Aris, you need to see this. 40 feet, maybe 50. Moving with the weight of a leviathan. They advanced. Silent motor, held breaths. Ali. A smooth mound rose, then sank, then another, then another. They were seeing the tops of coils, sliding like a living current. Wider than their boat, beyond any expectation. Cameras rolled, words failed. The shadow was no longer myth. It was real. Alive. They had found the Yakumama. The behemoth rose from the blackwater, a head like a suitcase, obsidian eyes reflecting the canopy. Olive and chocolate with great black rings, nature's masterwork. Coil after staggering coil, thicker than a telephone pole, muscles like hawsers beneath scale. Each scale the size of a silver dollar, glistening, a slow, deliberate grace. Thorn measured, checked twice. At least 45 feet, over 2,000 pounds. A survivor from another age, a modern megafauna. They watched, pilgrims in a sacred place. A living, breathing mountain of muscle and scale. The living heart of the Amazon, beating larger than legend. No capture, no tag, only witness. Time slowed to the rhythm of the river god. They named her Koru, a word symbolizing new life and strength. It felt fitting for a creature so ancient, yet so vital. A living link to a prehistoric past. She is the Yakumama, the mother of the water, from indigenous lore, made real. She spends her life in enigmatic blackwater lagoons, her immense body hidden in the depths. A patient ambush predator, she surfaces only to bask on sun-drenched banks, a crucial behavior to regulate her temperature and aid digestion. The team's mission was to study, not disturb. Prioritizing Koru's well-being, they chose ethics over ego. Instead of invasive tagging, they used laser photogrammetry for measurements and high-resolution cameras to document her unique patterns, all from a safe distance. This isolated corner of the Amazon is a perfect cradle for gigantism. Its channels teem with a protein-rich diet of capybara and caiman. This protected pocket of biodiversity is what allows a creature like Koru to thrive and reach such colossal proportions. As a female, Koru is a queen of the river, dwarfing males, a size advantage crucial for reproduction. After attracting a breeding ball of suitors, she carries eggs internally for 7 months, giving birth to as many as 40 live, 2-foot-long young. Her physiology is a marvel of energy conservation. After a huge meal, her metabolism plunges, allowing her to go weeks or even months without food. She smells with her tongue, using a special organ to create a detailed chemical map of her world. Koru is both a wonder and a warning, a survivor from a world that is rapidly vanishing. Her Amazon home is under siege from deforestation, while illegal mining poisons the rivers with mercury, contaminating the entire food web. To protect the Anaconda is to protect the entire web of life she anchors. As a keystone species, her health indicates the ecosystem's vitality. Saving her means saving the rivers, the forests, and the countless species that share her home. The fight requires our collective action. We must support conservation, empower indigenous guardians, choose sustainably, and demand that governments and corporations protect these vital ecosystems. let the Yakumama remain a living legend. It is our responsibility to ensure these sacred waters continue to hold their silent, majestic giants, not as a memory, but as a testament to what we chose to save.